Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another motivational video so we can change energies and raise frequencies to help make the world a better place. To help make the world a better place. Hey y'all, today I'm in a good mood. My shirt says, "Give only positive vibes to the world." Um, I know, right? So cute. I love the third eye on it. But today's video is about being a single parent and the route that I'm taking being a single parent is not an easy route because I'm a single parent of five by choice. I did choose to step away from a very toxic marriage, as you will know in my previous videos. So I've been raising and taking care of five kids by myself. Something that I never thought that I would be able to do. And when I say by myself, I mean by myself because I have no support system as well. Um, well, I've met some people where I currently am staying, but still, it's different than having support from relatives that you grew up with. So, and then when you learn to not be able to trust your own um, family, you tend to not trust anyone. So I don't trust anybody when it comes to my life and my kids' lives. But raising five kids, ooh, has been a journey. My oldest is 16 and my youngest is 7, about to be 8. I've had every sign, or I wouldn't say every sign, I've had every element. So it's a lot of emotions that we go through on a daily basis. Every single one of them are different. Um, and it's been an amazing journey so far. Considering the fact that my oldest is about to be grown, already has a job, will be getting um, the permit. No, already holds the permit, but will be getting the driver's license next month as long as um, passes the driver's test. But all of it makes me want to cry because you don't know how much you can do or how much you can withstand until you have to do it, until you have to go through it. And being a single mom, especially of five kids, is not something that I've ever wanted to do or planned on doing. But I do know God won't put more on you that you cannot bear. So when the point came to me having to make the decision to be a single mom of five or not, it was nothing but faith and courage and trust in God that I could bear this weight, that I can get through it, and I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to continue to go through it to get through it, to get to the other side. My whole thing is now people go around just doing things when they're younger, when they are in low frequencies and low vibrations, or when they're living in a false reality. They tend to just do things. Having kids, including having kids. Um, Mine were not because of those reasons. I had my first child when I was 15 years old, 2 weeks away from turning 16. I graduated high school with two kids. And I graduated from two different high schools with two kids. And I had my first child because me, it was two reasons. The first reason is because I needed somebody to love me unconditionally. I was not being loved the way I needed to be loved. My love languages have never been tapped into other than my kids, and even then um, by another person only one person, and me and that person is not together. But I can honestly say it did feel good for the moment that it was, because again, mine is physical touch and intimacy. It don't have nothing to do with sex. But I needed one for them to love me. I needed somebody to love me unconditionally, because I felt like there's always been conditions on love growing up. How I received it, how I was given it, how people try to take certain aspects away from it away. And I was a great kid, a very smart kid, a very loyal, caring, kind, sweet, just adorable little girl, but just never paid any attention to, was never taught anything with intentions, was always taught what not to do by observing and watching people in my life. Um, And I also got the ideas of love wrong, because you watch your parents and your grandparents or just the adults in your life go through toxic things or toxic relationships, or even brother and sister, mom and dad, mom and daughter. It don't matter. I just watched the adults in my life go through so much toxicity. My view on love was based on toxicity, and that was normal. And then I had to grow into my own person. And after having my kids, I knew I did not want my kids to go through the things that I went through, or to see the things that I've seen. And the second reason why I had kids at an early age, is because I wanted my grandmother to be able to meet my kids and have my kids in her life. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way, um, just because a lot of toxicity. But they do know her, and they do have pictures with her, and she is their great grandmother. And so it is awesome for any child to have pictures or know their great grandmother. I knew mine, and I got to see mine. Um, but one thing we've never had is a grandfather or a dad. And honestly, I wanted to break that generational curse. And that's why I stayed in a toxic relationship so long, because I wanted my kids to have a dad that I never had, or just have a male presence or masculine energy in their life that I never got to be around or got to reap the benefits of having a consistent male figure in my life. So yeah, it's hard. It's very hard. I work two jobs sometimes. I work 7 days a week sometimes, but I'm never caught without a job. I'm never caught without going to make some sort of legal money for my home and my kids. I work myself smart and not hard. Both of my jobs is easy work. I'm not doing anything strenuous. The most strenuous thing that I do is work out, and it's a light workout every day for 30 minutes. I don't do none of that hardcore stuff. Can't I can't because I don't need anything to mentally drain my energy, because your mental is your everything. Your mentality is your everything. And you need to keep your energy up, so your thoughts, so you can control your brain easier. I notice when your energy is high, things tend to be positive, things tend to go your way. But I noticed when your energy is low, or my energy is low, my thoughts tend to veer off, and um, negative thoughts try to creep up, and um, you just have less control of your brain. So I try to stay very, very healthy, mentally and physically and emotionally. Um, but I realized that being a single mother has pushed me out of my comfort zone, more than anything ever, anything more than anything else in life. And I could have had Section 8 three times, and I'm not down in Section 8. Section 8 is good for people who do need it. Um, but for some reason, it just never went through, even to the point where I had vouchers in my hand. But something happened outside of it to where it either was snatched, taken away, or I couldn't get it. Um, and it was all things that were out of my control. So I figured God has a bigger purpose for me. God has a bigger plan for me. And even when I went to get this house, and a lot of people tell me I live above my means and I do too much. Well, baby, honestly, I didn't pick this house. This house chose me. If it was up to me, me and my kids would have been in a 3-bedroom apartment, paying 1,000 or $1,100 a month. That's what I was trying to wait on. But God was like, nope, you need to go apply for this house because them apartments that they said were going to be ready when it was time for you to move out are not ready. So I want you to go apply for this house. Got the house the same day, got approved for the house the same day, all by fixing my credit. And it took me 9 months to get from a 550 to a 660. And this was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago. No, 2.5 years ago. So, in 9 months, my credit score jumped where it needed to jump, and I was able to move into this house. Now, keeping this house has been a journey because, like I said, I take care of 5 kids. On top of taking care of 5 kids, um, I have one in football. I have one in FAA, which is Future Farmers of America Agriculture. I have one doing archery. I have another one that's working and going to school and in FFA and is about to get driver's license. And then I got one that just want everything in a dang world because it's a Scorpio. And I'm saying it's or there or not saying the sexes or identities of my kids on purpose, just so you know. Just a protection measure for me as a mother. I protect my kids wholeheartedly, do no harm, take no shit. I will pop a motherfucker over mine. I will. I will. Um, just because of where I came from, the environments that I was raised in, I wanted my kids to have a different life and a different fresh start and just something different than the ghetto, the hood, the trenches, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with those locations because, again, I was brought up in some really, really crazy environments, but at the same time, that hood feeling is it's a different type of culture. It's a different type of feeling. And when everything is going good and positive, it's an amazing place to be and grow up in. But when you have a whole bunch of negativity and toxicity in the hood, in the neighborhoods, in the trenches, it's not an amazing place to grow up in. And it's sad that we losing people on a daily basis. We losing kids on a daily basis. We losing women, men on a daily basis because people don't want to leave the hood, the trenches, and the ghettos. People don't want better for themselves, and you should want better for yourself. Um, and I'm just saying the death rate is higher in those situations than it is outside of those places. And so being a single parent is not easy by far, but it's doable. And I have faith in you. Whoever is out here doing it, male or female, you can do it. You just have to find your inner peace. You have to find your inner happiness. And first of all, and most of all, you have to be grateful. Grateful for everything that God's given you. And you have to put God first. And God is a jealous God. So he would know when you put in a relationship before him, money before him, kids before him, yourself before him. You cannot do that. You have to put God first. You have to be thankful for everything that you have first in order for you to be blessed with more, in order for you to have more peace, more happiness, more harmony. Um, I I really get a joy out of being a single parent. Like I say, by far the most rewarding job I've ever done in life because I wear many hats being a mom. Like, and there's things that I never thought I could do until it came to me having to be there, protect, or make sure my kids are good. It pushed me to be somebody totally different than what I was before I went into a false reality and lowered my frequencies. But coming back to being in reality, I found me again. I'm back and I'm better, but also I learned so much stuff the last 10 years dealing with the streets, dealing with narcissists, dealing with toxicity, dealing with really, downgrading relatives. Um, it's taught me everything. It's taught me to not take for granted the five amazing kids that I have. Do not take for granted the fact that God brought me back to me. Do not take for granted that I am who I am, and I can't be scared to be who God called me to be. And as much as I want to humble myself and stay, and I am very humble because I know where I come from. But as much as I want to sometimes be around my hood people, be around my ghetto and trench people, I have to realize first and foremost, God gave me five beautiful, wonderful human beings, souls, angels, um, that I am their vessel. And I have to show them what to do and I have to show them what not to do. That's why everything that I ever been through as a single mother, going through the divorce, going through a negative toxic breakup, getting laced, being addicted to weed, just everything that I ever had to face, coming back to reality, coming back to myself, I let my kids see it all. As long as I didn't hurt them and as long as I didn't put them in harm's way, I let my kids see it all so they know what not to do and what not to be forced into or be bullied into or be pressured into. Like I let my kids see it all. So they know how hard it is to get off of a drug. So they know how easy it is for it to be a gateway for you to do other things. For them to see that when you are um and living in a false reality, how you let things happen and let things go forth that you wouldn't normally do if you were in a sober state of mind. So raising them has been amazing and it's very hard, but it's very rewarding. And the only way that you're going to be able to raise your kids and give them something that you never had is to step out of your comfort zone. It don't matter the environment you're in. It don't matter the place that you are. It don't matter the people you're around. It don't matter the situations you're in. Everything is happens for a reason and everything is meant for your good as long as you have faith as small as a mustard seed and you believe in God and you believe in God's purpose for your life. And you have to put God first and you have to be grateful for everything. And everything just seems to fall into play. I'm not going to lie, my five kids has made it very, very, very easy being a single parent because they really, really are some great kids. They all get A's and B's, C's every now and then, but for the most part, A's and B's or straight A's. They all go to school, get up, dress themselves, come home, do the things that's on the schedule. I'm really all of them. I'm really all of their best friend. Like, and they're all my best friend. Like, they're my best friends, and I don't have friends, so they're my only friends. I have family and I have associates. So the people that know me know who they are and who are family. Um, but I don't have friends. My kids are the only friends I'll ever have. If you are close to me, then you know that you're family. If you're still in my life today, then you know that you're family. Um, But it has been an amazing journey, and I look forward to the years to come, and I can't wait for y'all to meet them. If you have any questions about being a single parent and how exactly did I do it, or about certain situations or certain topics of being a single parent, please put your questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'm always open to getting new subscribers. I'm always open to finding new topics to talk about, new people to converse with, new comments to look to. By the way, your comments have been amazing. They are very joyous to read. Um, and I just want to let y'all know, just keep going no matter what, one foot in front of the other, day by day, one day at a time. Be grateful for what you have. And always hug and kiss them babies tight every single day. And let them know you love them unconditionally, no matter what. Because ain't nobody gonna love them like they love them. And ain't nobody gonna love them like they mom or they dad is supposed to love them. So show them the minimum of what they can take from anybody else out here. Because if we don't show them what they can take, then if they don't know what they're going to receive, if they don't know what they're worth, if they don't know what's right and wrong as far as the relationship, they're going to go out there and accept anything and everything. Trust me, been there, done that. And I'm so grateful that I literally can count how many sexual partners I've ever had in life. I've not forgotten any of them. So the ones that have been with me when I was in my low frequencies and my soul's gone a little bit, um, yeah, grateful. Be grateful. Be lucky because I was not in my right mind. I was not knowing my worth. I was not knowing who Tatiana really is and who Tatiana really is supposed to be. The goddess that I am, the queen that I am, God's child. Um, I really didn't know that I was supposed to do greater things than what I was doing. And it all comes with a growth process and a learning process. And I'm so thankful for it every day. I'm so thankful for what I'm going through every day because, like I say, it keeps me out of my comfort zone and it keeps me pushing for more and it keeps me thriving and striving for more. And I know when you look at your kids, mom or dad, that's all that should matter is your legacy living on and you teaching them the right things to help the next generations to come. Because for for everything, for the earth, for the world in whole, it really only matters about the next generations to come and how the generations before should set up for the next generations. The way this world is going, we need a lot of our entity workers, our energy workers out here pushing positive energy forward and love and agape love and kindness and sweetness so our kids know what it is to feel unconditionally loved and supported because support goes a awful long way. And I'm not going to keep talking to y'all because I can talk for days, but I just want to let y'all know, as usual, as always, and for whatever it's worth, I love y'all and I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day. Mwah.